Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to another stream. It is Tuesday night, and we're back for more Scrabble action. Good evening to a lot of Scrabble, Infinity Words, and Rocky Road already in the chat. Good to see you guys here. We are about to continue our series against the HASTYBOT, which is currently a series of 150 games. We've done 8 match days so far. Today is match day 9, and on Thursday will be match day 10. That'll be it. That'll be kind of rounding off the entire series. So we're in the penultimate match day now, and we'll be playing 15 games as always. Games 121 to 135 will be happening tonight. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. And along with that, I have also just got back from the North American School Scrabble Championships. That was held in Washington, D.C. on the weekend, so I got back yesterday. I can tell you a bit more about that later on. So yeah, once more people have turned up, then we'll talk about it. But for now, I think what we'll do is move straight over to the Google screen and get this party rolling. So the score currently is 54 wins for me, 66 for the HASTYBOT. I think I won to 10-5 or 9-6 last time, so hopefully if we can get a few more of those, we can close up the gap to the HASTYBOT. And yeah, as always, we'll put out a prediction at the sometime later on in the stream as to how many wins you think I will have by the end of today. So look out for that later on. But as for now, let's get this show on the road. We're going to be playing a 10-minute game against the HASTYBOT to a 10-minute time control, and yeah, we're going to be playing this to the Void Challenge, so no phonies, and there's an extra 1 minute overtime. So let's move on to game 121. Let's go. Okay, so I think Vogie looks good here. Again, you can all of you can get involved with the Infinity Words game. That's literally above my head on the screen. Get yourself involved with that, and yeah, get Anna going. I think the music's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think that's a bit better now. I had to restart my computer, and then obviously when I play music, then it kind of goes on full blast. Okay, that should be a bit better now. So yeah, let's see. Pyretic. Rectify is also good here. Yeah, I guess that's probably decent here. Okay, and Morse says I should be able to bingo. Rickety, yes. I didn't actually see that. But yes, that's also another option. I think Rectify is slightly better, gives away slightly worse floating tiles for the bot at least, but yeah, very little in it. Let's see. So I have other floating tiles on the board that I can play through. I'm just trying to see if there's anything, what the best bingo is here. Patina looks pretty good here. 70 points. Yeah, I can go with that. Keep up his inertia. Oh, because it can just be mods here. This score as well. 58. Oh, I don't quite have anything through this E. That would be ideal. Yeah, might just be quad here. Let's get rid of this Q. Okay, Eggy, and I don't have any vowels now. Yeah, really not got many other options here. It's a tough move. Might be an exchange. No wait, I have through here. I could play through. I didn't even look at playing there. Okay, that looks best. Should have saw that earlier, to be honest. But I can have flop here now. 39. Out through. Interesting. Play across here potentially. Like hat for 30. Doesn't leave great tiles. The tiles left actually are quite good. Yeah, that's the problem. Can play Vel. I think that's what I have to do here. Could play Vowels, I guess. Try and draw some vowels. Waved. Oh. So I have nannies, but it doesn't play anywhere. Don't think it does anyway. Nandines doesn't quite fit. Yeah, maybe it's not a winnable game. Yeah, I don't think I can win this game now, so I think I have to resign. Let's not waste any time with this. So yeah, I'm going to resign this game. So the first game of the night goes to the HASTYBOT. moves up to 67 wins. I'm on 54. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. It's game 2. Dooley, and I have the Z. I could put ZO here. Which is fine. It's not great. Another interesting thing I could do is play FOB, because this actually opens up a Z spot above the O and below FE. Could draw into something better. So that's another option potentially. I think ZO really is the only thing I can do, or ZE really. So maybe this is decent. Okay, so Yord has come down. So yeah, I could play something like Zig here. I don't think it was really that much better, but at least block the triple. Wow. So R's has come down. Could play something like Wedge. Doesn't leave very good tiles. Might have to be that though. It's 43. Okay. Feels like it should be a move where I should be able to get rid of some of my bad tiles, or get rid of a bunch of them. Not really seeing a great way of doing that just yet. Kuvi seems good. Even things like Vices or Kievs scores a lot more. Just got some awkward tiles that kind of don't go great together. It's now more of a prioritization of what I should get rid of first. The UV combination is not great, and at least I drew relatively well with what I ended up drawing. Yeah, so it could be something like Kiev's here. We just do that. Okay, Koto. So yeah, way too many constants here. So maybe something like Colm. Okay. Something like Vinyl or Nival. Nah, it's not the move I wanted to see. So now I'm gonna have to try and open up the board a little bit. So maybe endure. That's 32. Okay, Tongman fits here. 82. Just need another bingo now. Wow. Thank you. Bingo behind here, lots of R's, lots of O's. Good big pile here. Don't know if that's really a good move or not. I feel like that's probably not a great move. Well, actually I can also play pile down here and it gets rid of an L, so maybe this is better than the other one. So let's do that. One tie on the bag now. Gotta figure out what I can even draw into here, if anything. Hello IP Disciple, good to see you. How are we doing today? As in how it's going so far. We've only played one game so far, so HASTYBOT won the first game. So it's 1-0 right now. So we haven't got that far in yet, and you've turned up at a good time. Trying to figure out how I can even win this game, even if it's even possible. So fish for something. I probably can't play my bingo. Yeah, definitely in trouble here. No problem, no problem. Yeah, just stick around for how long you can. It's all good. Do appreciate it. Yeah, I don't see how I can even win this game. Only one tie on the bag as well. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to even do, I think. So I don't know. It's not looking likely. Even then, bingo wouldn't even score enough. So I think I'm just gonna resign this game. I don't think I can even win it. Okay. All right. That was game number 2. Hello to everyone that just got raided. Thank you, Ancient Cosmographer, for the raid. Appreciate it. Coming in with 26 people. Good to see you all here. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you had a good stream as well, Ancient Cosmographer. And yeah, and I heard it was your birthday last week, so happy birthday to you. You got raided by HASTYBOT, who I think got raided by Rosen. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I saw that HASTYBOT was streaming in the afternoon today, doing some chess, I think. Or doing some puzzle mode chess or something like that. I think I saw a little bit of it. So yeah, all good, all good. Might end up raiding Exotypo back at the end of this if he's doing some streaming later on. But yeah, welcome along everyone. What we're doing today, if anyone isn't aware, I am currently, I say not in the middle, but we're getting close to the end of my series of 150 games against the HASTYBot, which is one of the strongest bots available that plays Scrabble, played on woogles.io. And I've split every single, the 150 games into 10 match days of 15 games. This is match day 9 of 10, so I'll finish this this series on Thursday when I stream again. Currently, you can see the score on the screen. Actually, that's actually not correct because the HASTYBot has another win. So it's actually 54 wins for me, 68 wins for the HASTYBot. We've played 2 games today, so you've actually come and you turned up near enough to the start of the stream. So welcome along to that. And for those that didn't turn up at the start, also that I was at the North American School Scrabble Championships in Washington DC over the weekend. I just got back yesterday. So I have 3 teams. I'm coaching 3 teams in this year's event, and I can kind of give a little roundup or rundown of how it went and what was there, what was going on, and how our teams did. For those that didn't pay attention or don't know, so yeah, all good. Thank you, 5gram. Thank you very much. So yes, other people already knew. So yeah, there's all of that, and then we'll put out a prediction as well in terms of how many games you think I might win by the end of the stream. So maybe we might do that at the end of next game, and then we'll go from there. Let's move on to game number 3. Okay, maybe we play Y. Maybe to put it this way. Okay, the bot did have an S. Thanks, they call me Evan. Yep, congrats to them. Thank you very much. They did very well. Yes, I'm sure some of you may have seen them on the stream as well. Not only that, my other daughter, Penny, was also on the stream as well on day 1. They actually ended up playing against the eventual runners-up, Toby and Theo, on the stream, and actually did very well. So that was a first for them as well. But again, we'll talk about that later on. Wow, just picked up 3 E's, which actually isn't the worst thing in the world in this situation. You can actually play it here. This actually doesn't give away any floating tiles. Okay, isoform. Does it play anywhere? Maybe not. It's gonna be feign here. 32. A moo, I think. ZA here. Let's try not to blow up this rack too much. Nickab. Just drew UI. Yeah, that's not what we wanted to see. Oh. I also don't really want to play unit because it gets rid of my T. That would be useful for Rin to make Trin. I might not have much of a choice though. Oof. Okay, I have Bisque. 65, okay. Ecod, I have Dexter's. I've exerted actually through this E. Okay, well, you have to go for it, I think. Hope to get those blanks. And there we go. Okay, so interestingly, there's actually not 10 tiles on scene, and there's only one vowel. So as long as I can fit a bingo down, and I think I can see one. So I'm starting with TA here. I think taxiway is good. Again, two blanks that are not necessarily the the standard letters that you would make blanks, but taxiway I think is good. And hopefully this is enough to win. Trendy comes down, and I have film. So somehow I managed to pull this one out the fire. I'm going to play MILF, which actually scores more. And just for the lols, of course. Alright, so we managed to win this game. Somehow pulled this one out the fire. And we're off the mark for tonight. We're up to 1 win. And we're up to 55 wins. So there we go. Yautiz, yeah, I saw the Orbi hook as well. I was trying to look for the T of unit as well. But yeah, I mean, the fact that I had TA on my rack already kind of made it a little bit easier to find taxiway. If it was just an open-ended opening, then I don't know if I would have found it, to be honest with you. But yeah, lucky I found that one. So yeah, all good with that. So we're up to up to 1 win now. HASTYBOT has 2 wins. That's 3 games in total so far. So I think this is a good time to start a prediction. Let's see. We have 55 wins in total. Okay, so let's start this right now. Okay, so I have started a prediction on the Twitch chat right here. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, we're actually simul streaming on both things here. So if you're watching on there, then you're going to have to get yourself over to twitch.tv/Astinio9 to get involved. And it's also the same with the Infinity Words game above my head. All you have to do is choose one of the 4 options. in the prediction, how many wins do you think I'll have by the end of the match day? And there are 4 options to choose from: 62 or more, which is option 1. Option 2 is 61 to 61.5. Option 3 is 60 to 60.5, and option 4 is 59.5 or fewer. So go use your A9 coins or channel points wisely and get predicting. There is a limited amount of time as to how long you can do that for. Again, I will talk about the NESSC later on as well, so stick around for that. And yeah, in the meantime, we'll move into game number 4 tonight. Ooh. Oh, I thought there should be something here. So Linuxes, I guess, is good. Looking for something through the A, but I haven't come up with anything yet. Of unsexily through the Y, that opens a triple. But I think I actually do like how Linuxes is on the board, so I think we're going to go with that. I just don't think of anything with the A. So let's do Linuxes. Okay, so Aviator comes down. Play Fate. Not seeing a great deal here. Oh wait, I have Fetation through the eye. I wasn't even looking at that eye. Doesn't hit anything, but I do have a bingo there. Okay, so that's gonna be probably gonna be their move here. Don't see anything else. Okay. Okay. What do I even do here? There's a few options to play through the N just to block that. I could also play next to the L, play through the L instead, like Howard for example. Could also just put PEH just to kind of block that off a little bit. Not really seeing too much else, so I think I'm going to go with this. Don't want to burn too much time here. Okay, Lengist. So Oberlize doesn't quite fit. Okay, well, it might be a time just to play something a bit more simple here. Just play through the end, play boned, for example. Keep a consonant on my rack. I think that's fine. Okay, Zati comes down. So I have edibles. I think it only plays in one place. Yeah, I don't think of anything else. So yeah, I might just have to go underneath the U. That's the only spot I have for bingo. Okay. So maybe something like awoke here. Don't think I'm missing anything though. But again, I can't burn too much more time. I'm already a bit low on time already. This seems pretty good. I can also play Iraq. The score's 53. Is that worth it? I don't know. I don't think so. Don't really want to keep the W, so maybe we'll just play simple here. Just play awoke. Okay, cat comes down. So yeah, really I'm looking at the spot underneath Regionio. I can play Sungars. I think that's what I'm going to do here. 89 points. Puts me into the lead by 36. The board at the top of the board now is getting kind of blocked. It's really now the bottom part of the board, but there's not many great tiles left. So do I do something like crawl? I could play something like war here. That looks pretty good. Okay, dough. And the letters left are pretty bad. I'm gonna have to play something across here, I think. Just to stop any kind of big play there, but I do have the M. So I could play Micra here. I guess I have Matrix as well. I don't actually know if there are any bingos here. With the C, are there any bingos? I can't be too sure. Micra, at least I know, doesn't take any hooks. So yeah, I don't know. Might be better off just playing it safe here. Okay. Okay, Dory has come down. So I guess you can go up with Ilya. Again, spread doesn't matter here anyway, so probably doesn't really matter that much. What I do, I could just block it with MI and go out with CT somewhere. Okay, then it just go up with CT here. Alright, so there's another win. We've leveled it up now. We were 0-2 and now we're 2-2. We move up to 56 wins. 68 wins for the HASTYBOT. That is 4 games done today. We've got another 11 to go. Again, don't forget that there is a prediction ongoing. And you can still get involved, and there is actually coins down on the first 3 options so far. There are no coins on the option 4, so don't forget you can still get involved with that. Definitely would encourage you guys to get your A9 coins down on an outcome of some kind, and don't wait too long because time will expire eventually. So yeah, we're going to move on to game number 5 now. Ooh. Something like idiom. Okay, I think I like idiom here. I want to play with that. Okay, I have a bingo through the O. I have a bingo through the M as well. I think I'll just play that. Well, I actually have a bingo. I just have a bingo in general. I have Teresa's. I think that scores more. Yeah. 75. Okay, we'll go with this then. Could be Zowie. This gets rid of all the bad tiles. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think we'll go with that. Okay, and genders has come down. What do I do here? They just play Ute. I also have A2 as well. So Ute scores 14, A2 scores a fair bit more. 21. Getting rid of an extra vowel. So I think this is better here. Octangle, 28 points. Not a bingo, at least. That's good. So yeah, just wondering what to do here. Doeth gives away a bunch of points, but does score a lot. 47 points here. Yeah, well, call me greedy, but I think I like this move. Okay. That's good because I have Demi here now. It's 58. Yeah, I've got a few awkward tiles here. But I'm thinking maybe an option here is to play overly onto the O of idioms. It gets rid of the E, L, V, and Y, which I don't really want. So there's a levy, I guess. Scores well. 24 points. Well, scores decent enough at least. Could be an option here. See, I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Oh, I've angulate. I just realized there's gears here. Wow, that is that's quite nice. Okay, we'll go with that. Wow, the bot bingos with uptrend. One of the blanks was used. Ooh, okay. So I can play Batik underneath Boyo. Scores a lot of points, but it does open up a lot of danger at the bottom of the board. Have to really decide if that's something I want to do. Complete Akita as well on this left side. Might be. Is that better though? Maybe. 42. Okay, I think we'll go with this. It scores well. There's still obviously this big bingo lane at the bottom of the board underneath Boyo, but I think hopefully it gives away more points if the bot plays it there. Okay, so it does play underneath, and it actually draws into Sanks. That's an interesting set of events there, but I actually don't know if Boyo takes an S. I think it's just an X, isn't it? I'm actually not even sure. So I don't actually think the bot can go out. Okay, that's interesting. So let's see. We could play Hoa here for 42. Then what can the bot even do? I'll actually go up by 6 points. But what can I do? Don't even know if I can even go out. So that's really never going to go down here. Damn. But the bot might just play something like Queen here or something. I don't know. It's going to do something like that just to get rid of the Q. Can I even go out? I don't think I can. So another option I could think of also is to play something across here. I could play like Robble This blocks off the queue as well. I don't even know if I can play anything out here either. I got hail. So at least that might be slightly better. Is the bot ever going to play there though? I don't think it will. Because it might just play Sook, and then do I win? Wait, there's not much time left. Okay, I think we're going to have to go with it. I think this arguably might be enough. Okay, play Sook, and then I have hail, and I think I win. Yes, alright, there we go. Phew. Managed to just about get over the line there. But again, it doesn't matter about spread, we just care about how many wins. So that extends my winning streak there. 3 wins now. Coming up from 0-2 to 3-2. Up to 57 wins against the HASTYBOT 68. We're 11 behind. And once again, sorry for the last time I'm going to say this, that there is a prediction still ongoing in the Twitch chat. Go ahead and use your coins wisely. Get predicting on what you think the result will be at the end of the evening. You don't have that much more time left. I'm probably going to start another game now, and then but before the end of the next game finishes, the prediction will end. So please get your predictions down as soon as you can. Muffin Tentacle says a lot of people just play Batik and lose badly. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there were lots of other big bingos there. Like Prana, I guess, is one that would have fit there for like 100 points. Yeah, I was more worried about giving away a game-winning move there. I guess pre-wrap probably could have also been a game-winning play potentially, but at least it didn't give away as much. So yeah, happy to win that one at least. So yeah, all good. So yeah, let's move on to game number 6. Batik would have played above this where this E is of pre-wrap, making OB and OK. Sorry, BI and OK at that time. That's where it would have went. But let's move on to the next game. Ooh. Okay, could just be you two. Could just be you two here. It's 12. Okay. Aries has come down. Okay, I do have a bingo here at least. I'm just thinking now, I guess, as to if there is a 9 timer or not. These are not necessarily the best tiles for bingoing either. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. Again, it could be missing something, but I don't think there's anything here with the A. Just doesn't look familiar either. I do have a 4 timer though. I have Punition. Yeah, I don't think there's a bingo there. Sorry, I can't even see any bingo there actually through the A, but I think Punition's fine here. Tanuki, okay. So I could play something like Vox here for 43. I could just play Ox or Oxo here for 50/53. Ooh. Is it worth getting rid of the X? Sorry, we're getting rid of the V here. V and the O for 7 fewer points. So the thing is, if I play the X here and I draw an A, I could bingo through the E, potentially. But not really likely, I think. I don't know, I'm kind of more leaning towards playing Vox here. Don't really want to keep the O and the V, so I think we'll ditch these tiles. He moved. Yeah, Tanuki. Yeah, Tanuki with two O's is how it's spelled, like the Tanuki cart in yeah, Super Mario. It is correct. Like hob. I don't know. This is a bit of an ugly rack here. It's not great. Could play Bowel as well. Don't like it particularly. But I might have to do it. $22, okay. Okay, Hond has come down. Yeah, well, I don't know. Got lost in translation, I guess. So is it just Far and Honda? Diapered. Could give away a lot of points here. And fortunately the bot doesn't go there, but does bingo. So guess I play here then. Something like, I don't know, fold. Okay. Okay. Down by 20 here. Got some big tiles. The unseen pool is not looking too bad compared to what I have on my rack. did you do? I have 2 minutes left. Is it just QIS here? Let's just dump the Q. Maximum score here. Try and do something else. Hope to join to something later. Could be it here. Okay, ZA has come down. And yeah, I guess that worked to some degree because I now have WEM. So and I can play it there. Also have Djembe as well. But if the bot doesn't have the Y, then the spot down here is not that great. So I could play Djembe here for 48. Hope to go down here next. Can't see the bot will really play down there. But I think I have to play here first to get rid of this J. Oh man. Okay, so the bot bingos was stoically. So I guess it didn't matter in the end. 104 points as well. Triples the C and the Y. Really nice move there. And yeah, I think that's. I think I'm cooked. Yeah, can't do much here. It's a shame. I'm gonna resign. And that is it. So we're back down to 3-3 again. HASTYBOT is at 69 wins. I'm at 57, so it's back to a 12-game deficit here. We still have another 9 games to go. So yeah. And again, I will remind you that there was a prediction going on, but now it's ended. So again, thank you to everyone that got involved with the prediction tonight. All you have to do now is just wait it out and wait and see what happens. Cooked is a fantastic term to use. Cooked is some recent slang, I believe. I should add it to my vernacular. Actually, some of the kids that I teach, well, one of them specifically keeps saying he's cooked. So yeah, that's kind of kind of funny. It's not that recent. I think it's been a couple of years at least. All right, let's move on. Game number 7. Okay, area. Obviously would like to play Foo across here, but it's too dangerous, so I don't know. I'm about to err the side of caution here and just play Oof, go the other way. Okay, Fons been played. Yeah, I think I just put EH here. My goose is cooked. Yeah, that's the. I guess that's the original. Where it came from, I guess. Yes. Doesn't quite mean the same thing when you're actually cooking. Um, what am I supposed to do here? Looking just to play JA here for 26. It's kind of open though. I can play Ahi for 34. I don't know. I think we'll go with this though. Yeah, not really many options here. Might have to do a clear out of my rack here and just play Gunnel and GI or something like that. Seems a bit of a weird play to make, but might be warranted here. 19 points, doesn't score that much. So yeah, maybe here. Wow, so Ovate has come down. This is very open. Something like Mule, I think, is going to be the best play here by a long way. 50 points. What plays Partite? Bingo's there. So Partite doesn't take an ass, as it's just Partiest. So yeah, I'm just looking to get rid of some constants and hopefully be able to draw well enough to bingo next turn. So something like that here will be fine. Plank has come down. Yeah, I should have been expecting that. That's pretty the easiest place to go, but I wanted to try to leave it open. Gonna have to play something like Gunnels and Cheese here. Okay, IO. Down by 91 now. So yeah, how do I even mount some kind of comeback here? Ugh, can't even get rid of the Z for much.
play ZO here, but it's not great. I mean, there's nowhere really to play bingo on this board now. Ugh. Maybe to do it. Oh wow, just drew 2 blanks. What? Okay. I can play plinths. Wait, is there any kind of extension from ZA to the triple here? That's giving me all sorts of options that were not available before. Okay, I don't think I have that much time to think about it. I can do this for 73. Okay. Duetting. 6 tiles in the bag, that just leaves at least 1 in the bag. Oof. Yeah, just drew all the bad ones there, I think. Game over. Alright, I'm gonna resign. Yeah, it's fortunate that the my 2 blank pull there didn't amount to much more than that, but never mind, it's okay. HASTYBOT up to 70 wins now. We're about halfway through the tonight. We played 7 games. We've got 8 more to go. So we're working towards the prediction results that are there in the Twitch chat. So yeah, we'll keep going. I think what we'll do after game 10, maybe, is that we'll kind of talk about the NASSC, and then we'll continue with the last 5 games. So I think we'll just keep going for now. Okay. So is it just ZE? Maybe so. Aureola cavities. Yeah, okay. Lavender, okay, the other one, the bingo, the bot takes the other A. Jiao. Okay. There's no real floaters on the board to really play through. Play Mule. Gives ING on my rack. Okay, we'll do this. Oh, no. Okay, well, I have a bingo. Just didn't want the bot getting a bingo too. There's no S's left, so this spot next to Kath might be mine. Just need to play something there. Potentially later on. I don't know. I don't have much time to wait. Play top. We just play top here. Doom. Okay. Not ideal. Big sight. Does block things up though. I need to keep things open. Maybe just yet. 27. Foulage. Okay, so that actually kind of kills off the game here. Again, unless I can draw into some kind of huge bingo. This looks like it might be it. Quinn. BE, let's just see what happens. Okay, the bot played something there, that's game over. Alright, resign. Alright. HASTYBOT up to 71 wins now. 5-3 in favor of the HASTYBOT for tonight. We'll move on to the next one. It's game number 9. I think 4th is going to be the play here. Lyrated. Looks good. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that. I don't think there's any bingo here. I think jam. 33. Oil seed comes down. Do a bingos myself here. Play through this G. Something like this. The genitals for 76. There's anything better than that. I think you have to play through that G and try and block that E of oil seed. Yeah. Alright, let me just do this. Let's not spend too much time on this one. Hike. Oh, is there something here? I don't see anything through this H. Again, could easily be missing something. I don't see anything though. So, failing that, I can see if I can go through the P at the top. I've got Capitano. 76 points. Looks pretty good. Too many A's for a full timer through the A, so I think we'll go with this. I have Nazify. And if you've seen Will Anderson's videos, you would know that it takes a DE before it. We can denazify. But we can play Fizz here for a lot more points, but it's going to be 61. Paul has come down there. Okay. Yeah, I should have done it. Once in a lifetime. Once in a lifetime move. Can't pass that up. So I have Oniony. I was looking for places to play it, and I saw Onion above Paul or Fido making Onion, but I can actually play Oniony underneath here. That's going to be a huge score. 43 points. Blocks off these bingo, these triples a little bit. I think this is the best play available here. Regested has come down. Get up by 23 now. Because I'm going to play body here. Let's score as well. Hoping to draw another I or a U or something. Okay, draw 2 I's, but now box has come down with 2 S's unseen. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I have to block this. I can't leave this spot open. This is too dangerous for me to leave open here. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. Maybe something like Riving. I guess that might be the best I can really do in terms of a block for this Nebs hook. It keeps me 29 in front, but I have the Q, at least one in the bag as well. I have to hope for the U or an S or something. Really not sure what to do here. Bot could also just bingo and just win, and yeah. I don't know. We should have to see what happens here. Okay, so it plays crew, and I think I might win this game because I can play quads, and that's 51 points. I go up by 53, and the bot can't really do anything. So maybe got a bit lucky there that the bot couldn't do anything. To ride my luck a little bit there, but I think that's what's happened here. Alright, a 17-point victory. Alright, so we've put another game on the board. We're up to 58 wins. 71 for the HASTYBOT. And we're 4 and 5 against HASTYBOT tonight so far. We're edging closer to the betting lines of options 3 and 4. So option 4 right now, which is the current prediction result, which is 59.5 or fewer. That is what would happen if I don't win any more games. That is currently what it is. But yeah, we'll move on to game number 10. And I have a bingo here. Okay, let's think. Eugenals would play there. Oh man, I need to think about it. Yeah, I'll just do Eugenals. Let's just do that. What exchanges? And I have another bingo here. The Ravings. With the T, it's starving, so that's not going to hit the triple. So yeah, I think I have to play it in healths. 78 points. So I guess you can put a C for Cravings. That's something to kind of bear in mind later on down the line. I don't see anything here, so I could do something like perk. That's 40. I think we'll do that. Jinx has come down. Okay, what to do here? Could just play a simple move of just V-O-E. 32 points. Doesn't give away anything. Kind of blocks things up a little bit up here. Don't mind this move. Also looking at plays at the bottom of the board. But I think Vo here is probably the easiest, one of the easiest ways to score points, so I think I'm gonna settle for this. Okay, Cuz has come down. I have a bingo through the T. I have outmoded. Again, wondering if there's anything better than that. Oh, I have dukedoms. Wow, that's going to be very good here. 95. I'm up by 150 now. Looking good for me here. I can play Occur and Cravings. That's 44. Bot plays Braid. I guess I have to try and block this triple here. I can play Timely. I can also play Mighty as well, which actually will score slightly more. I think we'll go with that. Insaney has come down. Again, have to block this triple. relatively kind of simple move, but I could play Gade, G-A-D-E, for 40, score again, keeping the scoring going here. Okay, Aeon has come down. I have Flatty. I don't think that plays anywhere. And Aegon actually kind of blocks things up anyway, so that's actually a good move for me. I'll play Fat here. Seems fine. Okay, QI. Okay, maybe we just play Delfts. Yeah, it doesn't really matter here. I'm gonna win anyway, pretty convincingly. Alright. It's another win on the board. So, 59 wins to me. 71 wins for the HASTYBOT. We've got 5 games to go. I did say after 10 games I will talk about the NASSC, so I think I will start doing that about that now, and we'll continue with the final 5 games after that. So yeah, let's just kind of talk a bit about the NASSC that happened over the weekend. So this was a tournament, so for those that don't really know, the NASSC is the North American School Scrabble Championship. It's an annual tournament. More recently, since COVID, it was being held in Washington, D.C. at Planet Word, the Planet Word Museum. And 3rd grade to 8th graders play in pairs, essentially, so two kind of like, essentially 2 players, but 2 players on each side, so there's 4 players in total. And then 9th grade to 12th grade is the high school division where they play just one-on-one. And yeah, so I've been teaching kids how to play Scrabble for a number of years now at one of my local schools, and we picked the kind of more promising ones to be invited into a more serious club that I also teach as well, on a more intense or more serious fashion, I guess. You're kind of studying words and learning a bit more of the tactical element of the games and what you should really be doing in certain situations. We teach them every week about that. So yeah, as I said that in the past, that I had 3 teams going from where I am here just outside of New Orleans, Louisiana. One of the teams was Leah and Jonathan. So Leah's my daughter, 13-year-old daughter, and her School Scrabble partner Jonathan Kai is a player from Chappaqua, New York, and he is the most improved player in North America right now. I think his NASPA rating has gone up almost 600 points in the past 12 months. So he's really knuckled down, got his rating up, and he's still got a lot of room to improve as well. So he's still someone to look out for. And Leah has also been in the top 10 right now. She's currently in the top 10 of the most improved players of the last 12 months also. So yeah, it's interesting. These guys are really knuckling down and doing well. So yeah, again, if anyone has any questions about what we do, then feel free to ask them. So they call me Evans, asking what sort of tactics do you teach to really young students. So at the moment, when we actually teach at the school, we actually teach from 2nd grade to 5th grade. Of course, when you get to kids who are in 2nd grade, the math element is actually very difficult for them. And this is just at the school. This is just like, you know, introduction to the game and things like that. So really, when we kind of taught them in previous years, we really like just got them to play, and then it got to the point where it's like they don't actually know how to score the moves. So how would they ever know if it's a good move or not? So we actually spent a lot of time, literally just like we have a big board, and we literally just go, okay, here are some moves that would be played on the board, and how much does it score? So if they can work out how much it scores, that's already like, you just need to know the basic elements or the basic mechanics of the game. Like if you can't add up the score, then that's already a big problem, right? Especially if you're keeping score to a game where actually points are involved. So that's what we do with the younger kids. And once they kind of understand all that, and then they start finding words on the board that are like, oh, I didn't realize that they knew these words, or that they kind of spot words on boards, or spaces on board, or words that kind of make multiple words at the same time, and you're like, oh, this is impressive, you know, this is not something that I would have expected from a second grader or a third grader or whatever. So yeah, that's what we kind of do. And then again, we take the most impressive ones from there and bring them to a different club where we kind of teach them a bit more about how to study and things like that. Okay, yes. Teach math, word building, word study, yes. Our kids are getting older, so we can do deeper strategy. Do they require pizza? Yes, they do. We do meet them at a pizza restaurant. That is true. That is true. So that is Leah and Jonathan. They are both around 1,000 rated, 1,100 rated in NASPA right now, but they're playing more towards a 1,300 to 1,400 rated player right now. Our second team is my other daughter, Penny, who is in 6th grade. She's 11 years old, and her school Scrabble partner, Tony, has also played in the NASSC twice. They've both played in it twice already. This will be their third. Last week would have been their third time playing. Penny got 27th place in her first year. She didn't get any bingos. It was kind of like very kind of basic level Scrabble at that point. And then last year she made a big jump and got to 10th place. So she got a placing and got some money for 10th place. And Tony, who's been in our other teams, he's actually had 3 different partners now, and he is very good at finding words that, in terms of where they go on the board. So he's kind of, which is actually Penny's kind of weakness, so to speak. So they're actually kind of very well matched for each other in that sense. And Tony's really made a big push in terms of learning lots of words over the past 6 to 8 months. So it's been really nice to see him realizing that he's up with a much stronger partner. He's actually had much weaker partners in the past as well. So those two were a partnership, and they're both in the same like school, same classes at school and things like that. And our third third team, are 2 complete newbies. They're 2 rookies. One's called Evelyn and the other one's called David. You may have seen them on the Crescent City Cup stream when we did on Saturday morning. We did a little lunchtime. We did a 1-game final stream of the kids. They were the ones who were playing on the stream, and neither of them have played in any SSC before. Evelyn only played since like June, like ever, and David only started playing or was part of our club, our more serious club, since November, so it's very, very new for them. But they've both made huge strides forward and have actually become very comparable to the rest of the group. So it's it's interesting to see how they have been progressing, and it's again very hard when you're kind of in a bubble with just your own group and seeing how good they might be compared to other teams. So I guess I could show you the standings, or how things went over the time, or how things have been going. So let me just go to this screen here, and then I can go to this. Okay, so I have a little thing here. I mean, this is the website for these school Scrabble championships. And you can see there's the standings that are right here as well. So yeah, it was very interesting. So obviously we only got 3 teams that are not in the high school. They're all in the middle school division. So we're going to show you this. And yeah, if I should show you the standings, here it is. So the numbers here generally are done by seeding. So actually Lee and Jonathan were the top seed because Jonathan's nest rating is actually higher than anybody else's. Closely behind was Andrew Weiland, who's actually I think a 9 or 10-year-old from Connecticut, who's just under 1100, and Nathan Lurlop, who is the eventual winner, who is in 8th grade, who is around 1000 or so. So yeah, they were the top seed. Lee and Jonathan were the top seeds, and yeah, unfortunately they didn't make the final. They got into 3rd place, which again is a stronger result than they've ever had. Last year they finished 4th, so they're one step closer to getting there. They call me Evans asking, do you intend on coaching up more teams to score Scrabble? Yes, we do. We actually are taking on 3 new people already to add to our squad. And yeah, 2 of them are going to be currently 3rd graders. So the people that we've just been teaching in school, we've found 2 of them already. And we've actually got another kid who's actually in Louisiana but isn't local to us, who's actually lives in Shreveport. We've actually been starting to teach him as well, and he's in 5th grade, so and he's actually really good. So yeah, we're hoping to bring more teams to this to these championships and to keep coaching them and to show really how good they can be. I drove the Shreveport gas station. There you go. But yes, yeah. Did your teams get unlucky? I don't know, actually. I don't know. It's hard to really tell, because I felt like in this tournament specifically, I think there was a bit of a gap, like between maybe like the top 5 to 10 teams and everyone else. Like all the other teams weren't as strong. Like there was a big drop off, I think. Oh, thank you. They call me Evan. Thank you so much. Saying that's awesome. You guys are doing great, bringing more young blood to the game. Yeah, that's really our hope and our aim, really, and not just that, but for them to also enjoy playing Scrabble. Like even if they like want to do this and then they suddenly were like, no, this is too much for me. I don't want to do it. But again, if they have a good outlook or view of Scrabble as a 12-year-old or whatever, and then you know, in a few generations from now, they're 30, 40, 50 years old and they're like, oh, I remember this game where I played Scrabble, and then they can teach it to their kids, or they decide to pick it up again and play in a tournament or whatever, then you know, that's kind of like, that's it, right? That's what you really want. And I know that a lot of the kids in our school Scrabble club have actually received Scrabble boards for Christmas, so we're already doing a good thing, I think. So that's already great. But Will Anderson Convert, his videos got me hooked on Scrabble. There you go. So yeah, all these kind of like exposure to Scrabble or tournament Scrabble or just anything Scrabble related, that is a very niche subculture that really, if you're not within the bubble, you don't really know anything about or know that it even exists. Again, this is partly why I'm also streaming on Twitch, to try and get people to kind of be aware of these things and just kind of show, and you know, like an insight as to what this what our community has to offer and what we have. How many kids will watch Will Anderson videos? So actually, some of the people on my team actually do watch Will Anderson videos, and some of them actually do watch them fairly often too. So it is a very common thing. Yes, and Will was also there in Washington DC as well, because he was actually one of the commentators for the event. So he's a very well recognized person in the community, especially anyone that watches a lot of YouTube. So yeah, to kind of go back to the results, you can see here in 3rd place, Lee and Jonathan did not make the finals. They were in 3rd place, and Yeah, obviously they were disappointed to lose 2 games. I think we kind of knew that if you lose 2 games, you're kind of out of the running for making the final. We kind of knew that already through previous years, and because the field is, you can't see everyone, but it's actually 37 teams in this division. And you can see with some of the scores at the bottom. Oh, actually, you can't really see it, but some of the scores at the bottom of the division, bottom half of the division, they like barely reached 300 points or even 200 points. They did win the last game by 224 points, where the spread cap was at about 250. So they were having to win some games by a lot of points, and again, the spread cap kind of stopped them from winning by more because their spread was just under 600. And their actual real spread, if you don't have any spread caps, was closer to like 1100 or 1200 without that. So yeah, they got a number of strong games in again. Yes, they did get 613 or 615 in one of the games. Yeah, I can actually show you the I can probably show you the wall chart. It's right here. So you can see here, yeah, they got 613 and the opponents got 141 points. And then the last game they got 534, they got 449 first game, 491 second game, 438 on game 6. But yeah, 2 games where they didn't score quite as high. They got 366 and 365. I mean, that's not necessarily like a low score whatsoever. That was really where they lost out here against, and both games were against the 2 finalists in the end. No one else got, I don't think anyone else got actually 600 points. I can see just by looking at it here, Nathan and Hazem, who were the eventual winners, got 557 in game 2. I don't see any scores that are even remotely close to that. So yeah, that's what they did in the before. Well, that's the result for Leah and Jonathan. And I was telling you that they, again with number 1 seed, that we were kind of not expecting to win, but like we were like getting to the final was definitely a realistic thing, as I said on Thursday. And my expectations also for my other daughter Penny and Tony, which were a new partnership, would be something around the top 10. We were saying, you know what, if they get like top 8, I think that that would be a very good result. I mean, Tony's actually finished in 19th last year. It said Penny finished in 10th. A lot of the older people from last year are not there anymore, who are currently now 9th grade. But you know what? They actually did really well. They actually, you can see in 4th place. That's where they finished. They finished in 4th place here, and not only that, we were actually very happy and very proud and surprised that they even beat Andrew Weiland and Alan South, who are the 2nd seed, in the final game to keep their top 5 position. So they actually beat these guys. Again, Andrew is almost an 1100 player, and they beat them by 28 points in the final round to stay in 4th place. That actually put Andrew and Alan down from 3rd to 8th. And because Lee and Jonathan won by so much, they actually overtook them. And yeah, we were very happy that they managed to beat them. And again, just shows like how far they've come, and how strong they are as a team. So we were just very very happy with how they did for them. And I don't think they really kind of understood how well they actually did, or how good they are. Because if we already know how good Lee and Jonathan are, especially as 1,000 rated or 1,100 rated players, and they finish on the same number of wins, and their spread is comparable to theirs, like that is, and neither of them play in tournaments by themselves. I mean, I think the synergy between the 2 of them, with Penny knowing a lot of the words and Tony kind of knowing to where and when to play the moves, really kind of galvanized and really flourished with the 2 pairs, with the two players. So those guys finished in 4th place, and then we kind of work a bit further down the list, and our 3rd team, Evelyn and David, finished in 10th place. They were 5 and 3, right here. They were 5 and 3 with a 344 spread. They managed to win their last game by almost 130 points. finishing very strongly there. In their first ever national event, they finished in the top 10. Again, this for our group. This is the second time this has ever happened, apart from Lee and Jonathan playing in their first event back in as they were 4th graders. No other team since then in our group have ever done this. So yeah, Evelyn is really a very, very smart girl. She seems to remember every single thing that she has been studying or we've been telling her. And David is again is very new as well. He's probably not as strong as Evelyn, to be completely honest, but he has his he does contribute a lot to the team and doing all the things that that frees Evelyn up to kind of do what she needs to do as well. I think they got like 3 or 4 bingos as well to get to 10th place. And again, I mean, admittedly, they didn't really score like as many points as the other 2 teams that we have. So you'll be able to see here somewhere. You can see that the average score here. So they got 353. I can just these set of results here. So they got 353, and then they got a 269, 377, 380, 328, 321, 350. So they didn't score anywhere near as much, but they were consistent, and I think they were really using all the time that they had, and really did pretty well as well, because they also played against Toby and Theo, who were the eventual finalists, and they only lost by they lost by 57 points. They didn't lose by much. So again, this is a very respectable result when they played against top teams. Again, they also played against Andrew White and Adam South. They did lose by about 150, but that was their second game. So yeah, I mean, they did really well also. And again, they finished in the top 10. So yeah, as you said, they call me Evan. Yeah, clearly we're doing something right. I mean, I'd like to think we are, especially with what we've been doing over the past year or so. And again, this is just the start. Like for these guys, they've only just been playing for barely a year. They're going to be able to build on this into the future, into the next years, and yeah, they'll be back, I'm sure, because Evan has already been saying that she wants to come back again and do more. And I think when we finished the tournament on Sunday night, the following day, because all the kids actually had a new Scrabble board to take home with them, and then on Monday morning, Evelyn and Tony were both playing Scrabble on the floor in the Airbnb that we rented out, like in the morning, like the first thing in the morning. They were both playing a game of Scrabble. They had a pencil, and then they didn't have any paper, so Tony was keeping the score on the box, like writing the score on the box, which was really a nice and cute thing to see. And then once everyone else woke up, then like Leah, Penny, and David were all kind of watching and kind of like playing along with them. So it was really nice to see all the kids kind of come together and just be as one, really. What's the prize money? What is the prize money going to? Wait, I don't understand the question there. Yeah, well, let me see. Let me just look in this. Let me look in the chat. Yeah, they all did. Yeah, they did win some money. So I think it was. What was the? I can't even remember what the. Maybe it does say somewhere what the prizes are. The prizes are up here. I mean, I can make it a bit bigger for you. 1 second. So yeah, for again, this is per team. So the winners got $1,000, so $500 each, plus a big Scrabble board. $250 each for second place, and then for third place is $300, so $150 each. So Leah got Lee and Jonathan got $150 each. Penny and Tony got $100 each for fourth place, and then for 10th place, Evelyn and David got $25 each. So yeah, it was a nice thing for all of them to go home with, and again, they went home with a Scrabble board and some goodies as well. So Yeah, which again is worth something as well for them. So yeah, it was really really nice for them to all cash, and to just show that the hard work over the year is actually paying off. You know, like sometimes it's hard to really know where you stand. Again, if you're playing against the other people in your group and you're like, oh, I'm not as good as these people, or I'm not as strong as these people, and then you still turn up to, like, I mean, this arguably would be what Evelyn and David might be thinking, right, as newer kids to the group. But you still turn up and you still beat everyone else. Almost everyone else, anyway. And still be very competitive with the entire group. Again, this is out of 37 kids, 37 teams. So you're finishing the top 10 out of 37. That's really impressive. And again, yeah, I think so. It really is motivating. And yeah, it's fun because I think even Jonathan, yeah, he was also not very happy for not making the final. I mean, I think it was nice to. I mean, to me, like, both Lee and Jonathan were not happy about not making the final, and to me, that's great. Not that they never make the final, but the fact that they felt that, because they know that they can do better, and that they know that that was their chance, and that they really want to do better as well. So it's, I mean, I don't mind that at all. It means they have the, yeah, exactly, they have the drive to improve, exactly. So it's like, it's nice for me to be like, because at the same time, if you like, you finish third and you're like, it doesn't matter. I mean, to some degree, that might also be good in other things, like you're just not going to get under your skin or anything, but the fact that you care, right, that's really the main thing for me, and that's great to see for me as well. But what I'm also going to show you right here, because the lower school division again cuts off at 8th grade, right? So if you're over 8th grade, then you have to play in the high school division. But you can see in this group, the top. I'm going to show you the top 6 teams, right? The top 6 teams are right here. So look, the winners, Nathan Hasm, are both 8th grade. Look, they're both 8th grade. Second team, Theo and Toby. Theo is in 8th grade, so Toby is in 7th grade. You have one more year. Although those two have been playing together for the last 4 years, just like Lee and Jonathan. Fifth team, you have an 8th grader and a 7th grader. And then 6th position, you have 2 8th graders. So out of those 8 kids, 6 of them won't even be there anymore. So for us, this now means out of all the remaining actual teams, we have 2 of the strongest teams left in this competition now. Both in the top 6. The only 2 teams in the top 6 that are actually going to be there next year and will have a shot at winning it. Which is very interesting to see. And again, if you kind of see the rest of the top 10, those are the only 4 teams that have 8th graders. So Evelyn and David, in theory, if you kind of took them out, then would be promoted to 6th place. And then you'll, again, with another year under their belt, they've got the steep learning curve, or the big learning curve still that they're under right now, being so new. They could do even better than that too. So we'll have 3 teams hopefully pushing for the title. And again, we've got to watch out for Andrew Wyland and Alan South, who are going to be stronger next year, I'm sure. Maybe we'll get a sister showdown in the finals next year. It's quite maybe. It's quite possible. It's quite possible. Anything is possible. Again, other teams could step up to the plate and improve a lot too. And as I said, we do have at least another team that we would like to join in, and we have, I told you, another kid from Shreveport who is actually already very strong. And I think that if he played in this tournament with another year under his belt, I think he will be up there too. I feel like he would be top 15 standard, at least. Maybe top 10 for next year as well, potentially. He's already that good. I mean, he's already 11 years old and he's great.
let alone the other third graders that they'll be fourth graders next year with a whole year under their belt. We'll have to see how that pans out. It's quite possible we'll have 3 or 4, maybe 5 teams to contest for the championship as well. The Cool Man is asking, do you think it's helpful for kids to play in rated tournaments against adults? And I think yes, for sure. Because I think it really kind of like, let's say, throws you in the deep end. But like, I think you kind of know at that point like how good you are, and I mean, you can't really put a price on the experience of playing against adults by yourself, because then it's like you're on your own. You have to do everything. You have to do it all, and you got to see if you can do it. And yes, we do have we don't throw them to the wolves just like that. I mean, we have to make sure that they're ready for it. We can't just be like, yeah, just play against them and just you get beaten up all the time. That's not what we're about. We're gonna put them in when we think that they're ready. And honestly, especially local to us, I mean, Lee and Jonathan are both for our team anyway. Lee and Jonathan are both playing against adults for at least a year now. And yeah, we're figuring out who the next person would be that would be playing there next. And again, we haven't even talked about, there's another person in our group who has already been part of our group for a year but didn't play in this event. He is also very good, and he might actually be the one that we would be more likely to put into the adult tournaments first before all these guys. So Ethan, we have another kid called Ethan who is really good. Like, he might be stronger than all the other kids that I have shown you today, apart from Lee and Jonathan, but he didn't travel to the event. And he might be the person that we might put into an adult division first before all the others. So there's kind of let's say scary. It kind of is scary that there's a lot of talent here that is kind of just brewing very slowly, or say very slowly, but very quickly also, that we have here. And yeah, but yeah, just because Lee and Jonathan are kind of slightly underrated at this moment in time with their national ratings, they are improving. They're going up all the time, and they're learning all the time. So it's great to see that they can see that their progress is working out, right? But yeah, we're already saying that these kids might be ready, kind of on the cusp of becoming ready to play in tournaments by themselves. It's really more of like a mental thing as to whether or not they think that they can do it. I think that there might be some of them might not be as ready as others, because if things go wrong or go bad, right, you're gonna have to be the one to pick up the pieces and help them. And you know, that's just part of the ups and downs of Scrabble at the same time, or even life in general, you know. But at the same time, I don't want to like just throw them out there if I don't think that they're quite mentally ready for it. So there's no rush, of course, because they're still very young compared to the average Scrabble player that plays in a tournament. So yeah, we'll start trying to blood them into adult tournaments in due course, but at the same time, it's really encouraging to see that their work and our coaching, I guess to some degree, is working, and what we've been doing with them, and that we're becoming more of a school Scrabble powerhouse now in terms of our group. So it's really nice to see. And anyone else that joins our group, we're going to see that they hopefully will be on the same path to being really good at this game. It's definitely important to lose graciously in Scrabble, so it makes sense that you would want to make sure they are mentally prepared for that first. Exactly, because at the same time, it's really hard to really balance, because you can always tell them, you know what, we're not expecting you to win any games. We're going to go in with the lowest expectation. Because then you could also take it as like, you know what, I might be thinking that that maybe they don't believe in me and that I'm not going to win any games.
or that they don't think I'm going to win any games, so why am I here? They could also take it positively and be like, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I'm just going to give it my best shot and just see what happens. Or maybe they might have slightly higher expectations of like winning a couple of games against adults, and then if they don't win that many, then will they be disappointed, or what, you know? What their actual expectations are without me even saying anything. That's another factor, right? So we just kind of need to make sure that from every angle that they are ready, they're mentally ready in case they do lose all their games, or if they do win all their games, they don't really know. We need to just be making sure that they are ready for anything that might happen. Do you ever analyze? Do you ever do game analysis with your students? I do. We do it with Lee and Jonathan. Yeah, so yeah, I've been macondoing their games fairly frequently of late, and kind of getting some data in terms of how they're playing and what they should be improving on. And I relay that back to them, especially it's more important for those two since they're playing in adult tournaments, and actually both of them will be playing in at least one of the big tournaments this summer. So both of them will be playing in Albany, New York on July 4th. And then Leah will also be playing in World Cup and in SBC as it stands. Yeah, I mean, they will take some good lessons from it for sure. I mean, I'm just also pointing out kind of like more of the high level stuff. It's kind of more of the, not the nitty gritty of like why you should play this move versus this move and spend like 15 minutes kind of talking about one move. Like, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to give them like, here's all the good things you do, here's all the things that you don't do quite so well, and how do we address the things that you don't do as well, and be like, you should be doing more of XYZ and you should be doing a little bit less of XYZ, or you should be studying more of these words because it's more of a weakness. You know, I'm kind of looking, I always look at these things and try and be more of a well-rounded player. Like, whatever your biggest weakness is, we should be working on that, because that's the biggest gap in your game. We should always be working on whatever's the weakest part. So anything that I can identify which I think is the weakest part of the game, I will just say that is the thing you need to work on now. And then whenever that gets stronger and we find a different weakness, then we'll work on that one. We'll just keep doing that until everything kind of like scoots up in terms of numbers, right? And that's what we kind of do. So we should try and keep it relatively simple for now, and we'll see how that goes and where that takes them. And at the moment, that's kind of working well for Lee and Jonathan. But at the same time, I also want to show them, right? I mean, in terms of like things that they miss, things that they don't know, like. At the same time, I know that you could be like, you know what, I've gained 600 points this year. Like, you could also be thinking, oh, you know what, I'm doing really good at this game. I'm really good at this game now. I'm up by 600 points. But you also do have to keep them grounded to a degree also, and be like, you know what, you have gone up 600 points, but there is still room to improve. And these are the things, I'm just kind of showing you these other things that could be better because A, you don't know this word, because you haven't studied it yet. I mean, so be it. You just haven't got there yet. Or you just didn't look at this area of the board because you didn't play this move. Or you just weren't sure of a 3-letter word or a 4-letter word, and then that's another reason why you missed like 20 points of equity or whatever. So you're also trying to keep them on the keep the feet on the ground and be like, you know what, you're doing really well, but there are other things that, you know, you haven't been doing quite so well too. So like, there are other things to focus on as well to keep improving. So that's the kind of like approach that I kind of have, because if you kind of just keep saying, oh, you're doing great with literally everything, there's nothing wrong with your game, but you're still 1100 and there's still room to improve, then that's not necessarily right for me either. I'd be like, you're doing great, but these are the ways that you can elevate your game to another 200 points or 300 points or whatever. And yeah, you can't beat yourself up much about not knowing the words, especially if it's like a 20,000 probability word. Like, you haven't got there yet. We're working down the list, so the only thing you can do is try and work down the list faster, right? That's all you can do right now. So like, you can't, you know, you've only got so much time because you're at school,
or you're doing other things, and you can only go down the list so fast, right? So let's just work down the list. Let's just keep going, keep grinding on it, and we'll get there. You know, that's basically it. And as time goes on, you'll cover more words, and on average, you will miss fewer words. That's all you can say. That's all you can really do. You said 20 teams next time, you'll win every time. Maybe one day we'll have some kind of dynasty of like kids from all ages, and they'll be all over the place like this. Like we'll be having like 10 teams from Washington, like Washington do or something. We'll see though. We'll see. There's only so many of me and my wife Lindsay doing this, so it's hard to really do it. And again, the kids are, yes, as I said, with what my wife Lindsay's saying in the chat, that, you know, the kids are having to find a balance of all their other hobbies and after school activities and schoolwork and things like that. It's not easy, and Scrabble, of course, is just one of those things on the list. So we don't expect them to be like, you know what, I want to get home, I'm going to play Scrabble for 4 hours and not do anything else. Maybe when they're older they can do that. But at this stage, where at how old they are, they can't keep, you know, they have to be a well-rounded person and do other things. So they don't have all the time in the world after school to devote Scrabble time. But whatever they can do is gonna help. So talking about, yes, Evan's talking about learning the strategies, helping accelerate my game a lot. Do you focus more on that when teaching the Jonathan how to improve for the game, or is it more tips to help them learn more words? It's a bit of both. As a as a well-known Scrabble player called Nigel Richards has said, what is the easiest way to improve your game? And he just said, just learn all the words. So I remember that piece of advice, and I'm like, you know what? If you know more words than your opponents, then you have already got a better chance of winning the games. So to me, that is important. I mean, knowing how to play the game is also important. But at the moment, with playing in pairs, if you can have somebody like Penny who knows a lot of words and has been studying a lot, and then you put them next to someone like Tony, who doesn't know as many words but is strategically much better and can see stuff on the board and where to play things, and you put them together as a team, then there you go, you've got yourself a team, right? Got to be much more difficult to do when they move into 9th grade and beyond, where they have to play by themselves. But as for now, once we kind of get towards 9th grade, then we'll start kind of rounding out their skills to be self-sufficient on their own, to be able to do all the things by themselves and be competitive in the big division. That will come later on, but for now you're kind of doing like a mix and match with all the people in your group, in terms of like, this person's got this strength and this other person has a different strength, and you want to put them together. So that's the kind of thing that we're doing right now. It's not necessarily rocket science, and it's not something that's like, you know, that anyone probably hasn't even thought about before. It's just the nature of very unique nature of school Scrabble in the lower division, where you have to play in a team, and you're going to have players who are of different ages, different kind of levels of maturity, different kind of like you know, it's just different in general, right? Just like you have two kids, so you have to kind of know how they're going to work together, and it does involve a lot of like mix and matching in our club to be like, how does this person work with this person, and then we just keep mixing it around and changing it around each week or whatever, like when we kind of practice a game and things like that. So then we do know that there are some people in our group that don't work well with others. And then we're like, oh, okay, we've kind of noticed this a few times. Maybe we don't partner them up with this person and keep them with someone else, and so on. So yeah, it's definitely a different thing, but it's an interesting dynamic with School Scrabble. So yeah, in the end, I don't want to keep going on because we've actually still got 5 more games to play on woogles, but I'm sure that you guys will be it'd be very obvious for you to understand or to gather from all this that we're incredibly proud of all 3 of our teams at this tournament, finishing 3rd, 4th, and 10th out of 37 teams, and that we're looking in great shape for next year. Looking in great shape, and we're really looking forward to how the next year is going to go, and with the kind of like the things that we're going to be doing over the next 12 months. We even have a tournament here in Mattery next month for the adults, and we also have a school Scrabble division where some of these kids are going to be playing in there too. So that's at the end of next month. We have a Mattery tournament that will be running, and some of these kids will be playing in there too. So we'll be keeping them, ticking along as time goes on. Something to look forward to. Something, some more competitions for them to kind of get involved with. So yeah, we'll be keeping them ticking along nicely, and hopefully that they'll improve even more with all the experiences they get. So this is great. Yeah, it's great to see have you here. They call me Evan. Yeah, you're gonna be in Princeton this weekend. Yeah, good luck with that tournament. Recently won my first Division 1 multi-day tournament this past weekend in Wilmington. Ah, nice. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. Again, it's really yeah, I think that if it's one of those Scrabble's one of those games where, like, if you just keep working at it all the time and just be consistent, just every day you do something, like, that's the kind of momentum that you just be gathering as you just keep going on through every week, through every month, every time you play a tournament. All those things will just keep going. Just getting the ball rolling essentially, and you'll just keep going. And if you just don't stop, then you just be relentless, then you'll get there. You'll get to where you want to be. And again, this is not just for Scrabble, it's with anything. And I just had to I try and instill that kind of mentality in the kids too, and a lot of them already like that because that's why they're here with us. But again, that also works for you. For you, like, as someone who's relatively new to the Scrabble scene and you're already winning events like this, then you know what, you're doing something right too. So it's great to see. Drew all the blanks. I mean, you probably didn't draw them all, but you probably drew a lot of them, and it probably helped a lot. And it always helps a lot. But yeah, that's awesome to hear, Evan. Really good to hear. So yeah, that was kind of my my kind of roundup of NASSC 2025. Yeah, again, really happy for the kids. Really happy, and away from the Scrabble board as well, we all had a great time staying in Airbnb and going to meals and doing other things as well. So it was really nice to be able to spend time with them and get to know them better and get to know their parents better as well. And yeah, we're looking forward to whatever other adventures that we have with them ahead. So this is great. So yeah, I think that's about it. I think I want to stop talking about the NASSC. Again, we look forward to the next one, and we'll see what happens next time. And we'll focus on other tournaments in the meantime as well. Okay, so let's go back to the woogles screen here, and then we're going to continue with this. So again, don't forget that this is we're now 5-5 against the HASTYBOT. We've still got 5 games left, and actually all the prediction answers could still happen. So let's continue with this. We're on game 11 right now, so let's move on. We're going to be here all night otherwise, so we have to get a move on here. Toiting, I think, is good. And I have another bingo here. Ooh. Plunders. Is plundery a word? No, plunders. Alright, we do plunders. Youth. Okay.
Wow, as long as you win the game in the end, that's all that matters. No matter how many mistakes you make. It's always nice to play well, though. But it's not always possible, I can tell you that. No matter how good you are, no matter how concentrated you are, during any game, something will happen. Because there's many times where I play my games and I'm like, why did I even do that? Why did I play this? It doesn't make any sense why I did that. And you're kind of like, what? Am I stupid or something? Like, what am I... what am I even thinking about here? So I have bird's eye onto the eye here, but there's the possibility of an S hook, which is not going to end well if if the bot does have that. So I'm just wondering if there's anything else that I could play here. Or if I should play something else. I'll have B yards. B raid, B yard. So yeah, the A here is good. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, it's not easy. Keeping everything straight in your head is not an easy feat. Okay, what am I going to do here? I'm up by 85. Should be looking to play something on this triple here, probably. I do have caged or caved. I don't know. But it caved. It's 29. It kind of blocks things up a little bit here. Okay, well, the boss still plays something on the other side of the board instead, and now I'm not that far in front. Yeah, that was definitely a move that I didn't really want to see. I guess I could play Teabag. Atterbeg is the anagram of that, so I could play that instead. Looks pretty good, keeping AG is not the worst or the best thing in the world, but it's fine. Okay. Atta. So nice. It's a funny word to kind of see on the Scrabble board, but it's a good one. Guess I could play Glazes here. This would score a lot, tripling the double Z for 83 points. Puts me up by over 100 on a board that's kind of not that easy to play onto. So we'll do that. Morn has come down. So we're looking at how we're going to lose this game and try and find ways not to lose this game here. Guess I can play QI here. Seems decent. 26. Okay, a key comes down 3 tiles in the bag. I'm up by 76, so I think in this case I need to try not to be susceptible to an out bingo. I don't think there's any bingos here with the N. So maybe I just play off like 2 tiles or something and hope for the best. The letters left are not particularly great either, so it's looking fine. It's looking okay here, but again, I just don't necessarily know for sure. Let's see. So I don't want to draw like the H, no, so like the X and the V or something, and then the bot goes out. So that would be like the worst case scenario here. I could even place, I mean, in theory, I could play something like Idolic here, and this might actually be enough to win. It blocks kind of pretty much everything on the board. But again, I'm not 100% sure that's actually the right play. I actually don't even know there are any bingos through here. I think the E is the only hook for Etch, but I'm not 100% sure if that actually does win or not. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do the boring move here of just playing off 2 tiles and just hoping I don't lose, essentially. Put OI for 10. I don't know. Is that gonna be good enough? Maybe I put OI here. This is actually a bit more likely. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, there you go. The bot plays next to that, and yeah, I'm gonna win this game. I'm doing QLEX, I guess. That's probably fine. Alright, there we go. Now we're winning tonight. We're winning. We're winning 6-0. Sorry, 6-0, 6-5. Up to 60 wins. Thanks to Hams Reborn for the follow on Twitch. Again, if there's anyone else who is enjoying the stream tonight, please go ahead and follow right now. Again, there you go. Thank you They Call Me Evan for the follow. Appreciate you getting involved with the chat tonight as well. And now following. Thank you. Appreciate that a great deal. And this now puts me up to 60 wins. So in the context of the prediction tonight, 59.5 or fewer, which is option 4. So if you voted for option 4, Infinity Words, that is not going to be the result of the stream tonight. So unfortunately for you, that is not going to happen. We are. I wish it was 6-0. I really wish it was, but not quite. Yep, Infinity Words is never a believer, unfortunately. But yeah, option 4 is not going to happen now. So we're currently on option 3. If nothing else happens, if I lose all the rest of the games. But let's see what happens now. There's 4 games to go. Let's move on to game 12. Ooh. I feel like there's nothing here. I'm just going by feeling. It doesn't feel like there's a word here. Could just be completely wrong, but I don't think there is. I don't see anything either, so I think I'm just going to go with Bauk, B-O-U-K. 25. Okay, this is good. So now the E is in a good spot for me. What have I got here? Geminate. Yeah, I think we'll go with Geminate here. 90. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay, so I have the J, which would be a really good spot here, but the H is there. So something like Jehu would be good in this situation, or John or something. Question is, do I start fishing for something now? I don't know. I could play something like a low here or something. It would be, I don't know. Fish for an E. 26 points. I just don't have a great move with the J otherwise, so I could try and do something like this. And maybe that's what I do. I don't know. It's a really bad leave. I could do something like Wilja, or however you pronounce that. That's 35. That looks a lot better though. I shouldn't try and bank my hopes on the E. Okay. So that G is really not in a great spot for me. I could just play MOU and play Moo here for 23 just to kind of obscure or obstruct that that G. Could also play Mooey here for 26. Gets rid of the vowel, although it's an E. Extra 3 points. Maybe this is better. Yeah, and unfortunately I can't play Meow down the side here, so yeah, it might have to be this. Pogi. Okay, and I do pick up the Q. Seems like probably just playing QI here might be best. Gonna have to get rid of the O's later on. VVUD. By how many games to go? We have, including this one, we have 4 left. We've played 11 games already. This is game 12 out of 15 tonight. Good to have you back too. You've been doing good. I've won 6 out of the 11 games, despite losing the first 2. So I would say we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna play Lou here. Let's just hope for the best. Floatia. Okay, the bot is now up by a lot now. Again, the F and the V are not the best tiles for playing through, so might have to try and fish for a 9-timer somehow. I think this is really my only way of winning. We just do this. I don't know. Okay, now I have a 9-timer. I have one now. So I have Outraves. There's 149. Okay, I'm still behind. But at least it keeps me a bit closer now. Thirds. Okay, so now I have the Z. I'm still a bingo behind with 7 tiles left. At least I have a very outside chance of winning something here, but it's not looking likely. Just need to give myself a chance at least. Just wondering what I could even draw into. Could try and... I mean, I could try and get rid of Li and maybe draw into something like Sirenize at the bottom of the board. It's really like very unlikely to happen, but again, the win right now is very unlikely to happen anyway, so I might have to try and fish for a big bingo here. Hope to draw RE from the bag. And yeah, I guess I just drew 2 eyes instead. So yeah, that's not quite what I had in mind. Yeah, I think we have to resign this game. We're too far behind now. Okay, we tried. Despite a 9 time, I'm still 100 behind. And the HASTYBOT takes the 12th game tonight, so the HASTYBOT is up to 72. Let me just put that on the scoreboard right now. So that's 72 wins for the HASTYBOT. We've got 3 games to go. Again, all 3 options can still happen. We've got 3 left, so let's move on to game 13. Put QI here. It's not much available apart from playing next to Yong. It could be something like Oi or even Koi. Just don't want to use too many vowels, but I mean constant. Sorry, but I don't. This just adds a bit more defense to the move. Malleus comes down. Okay. Yeah. It's not ideal. Could play EE here. Oh, 18. Maybe get rid of the L. Get rid of that too. Oh, okay. So I have N robes. So Boreans is also an anagram of that. I guess I can play Seaborn. Just A. Guess we'll do that. Don't think oh, I missed out a letter there. Oops. Here we go. Okay, did not draw too well. Tough move here. Oh, I guess I could just play Pones. I was thinking of Twoop, but then I didn't even think about Pones. Okay, that's not a tough move then. It's an easy move. It should be this. And ooh. So yeah, it blocked my bingo of etchings, but I think I can just use my constants here and play something like Latch, keep my NGS blank, leave here. Ooh, okay, okay, what have I got here? Draw into the other blank again. Where do I even play? Interesting. So another thing that I could also do is to actually not play a bingo and play something like Zetas here for 66 points, keeping the other blank, and then trying to get 2 bingo scores here. So that's another option that I can actually do. And it seems to me like that might be a very good option. Since I have the Z, I might as well leverage it. Lots of vowels on scene as well, so I could draw into a bunch of those with some kind of ING bingo. So we'll do that. Okay, I didn't draw quite as many vowels as I thought I would, but either way, I'm still okay here. Guess we can play FAP. That's 33. Keep some good tiles. Got another vowel on our hands here. Okay, so I think preving is good. That beats me 101. And now we're up by 52 because of that. I kind of moved there. So Chur also takes the O hook, don't forget, Churro. So what do we do? Do we just block the board up now? Gotta watch for the Joe hook for Sujo as well. Just have to watch for that. So I don't have any words that hit the triple, I don't think. So maybe just bow or bow here for 22 might be fine. Okay, that comes down. That is left not bad. The main bingo lane now is really anything ending with an N. I just don't know how likely that would be right now. I could try and actually block that to some degree, but it might give back other things. So I could just try and get rid of a bunch of vowels here and play Ariak for 20. Puts me up by 64. Let's see what the bot does after this. Hopefully not a bingo. Okay, randos has come down. As in like playing woogles randos, which is what I do on my stream fairly often, or have done fairly often. Not only that, it's a good move because it also empties the bag and the bot cannot bingo now. So yeah, we're going to play undated here and I think we're going to win this game. Win by 41, that's another win for us. We're up to 7 wins now out of 13. So one more win for us tonight will win us the kind of mini match day score for today. So we're up to 61 wins. This does mean now that option 3, 60 to 60.5 is not going to be the result of the stream tonight. So unlucky if you have voted for option 3. We're currently on option 2 right now. And if I win at least one more game, then option 1 will be the result of the stream. So if you vote for option 1, you're just hoping for one win out of the next 2. And I vote for option 1, so you better win. I mean, yes, that is the intention. But we'll see what happens. Let's see. We'll move on to game number 14. Oh, I have floater. That she plays above way as well, or below way. Yeah. They play Flory. Wait, Flory doesn't fit properly. Floater. Yeah, I guess we play floater here. Play it that way. Maybe put it underneath instead. Alright, we do that. Utah. Vox, I guess. Seems fine. The subtrend doesn't fit. One vowel here. Oh man, do I play something like Dib? Sets up my ass. Hoping for some vowels. I mean, maybe this is it. Maybe this is just what I do. Alright, let's go for it. Okay, Jape has come down. This has actually worked out pretty well. I have Snurted here. This is my bingo here. Actually, only playable bingo that will with these 7 tiles. Tinder's doesn't fit, that is. But yeah, I think this is pretty good. Okay, Selenium has come down. Yeah, so this looks like an exchange. So let's exchange down to maybe just DS or something. Should get rid of all of these. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I mean, I could exchange to D also. There's still 2 blanks on the scene. Yeah, I can exchange to D as well. Let's do that. Let's go for the blanks. We don't get any. That's okay. So maybe play Geek. $18. Well, I could play it down here as well. This would score a little bit more, 20 points. So maybe that. Better placement. Oh wow, I got a 9 timer here. I have far sides. Wow. Okay, and now I have another bingo. Wow, that's a big chain of events there for those that voted for option 1. It's going to be option 1 tonight, it seems. Just like that, we're heading to the moon. 100 points, another 100-point bingo. Yeah, how about that? Take that, bot. Crazy. You just said crazy? Well, it is crazy because I can just play crazy right now for 757. The irony is beautiful, exactly. And now I'm up by 170 points just out of nothing. It's yeah, it's a crazy game sometimes. Things can just turn in an instant like that, and that's Scrabble for you. Sometimes it's not fair, but you've got to ride the wave the best you can. Because next time it won't happen to you, it will happen to your opponent instead. I don't know, I'm just gonna play. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing now, I think. I'm gonna Kiva here. Oh, I'll load as she fits here. Okay, there we go. There we go, I got a 600 game. 600 points. And not only that, it means that I do win today's mini series of 15 games. We're now guaranteed that with 8 wins on the board. 6 wins for the HASTYBOT. We move up to 62 wins, 72 for HASTYBOT. It now means that option 1 62 or more is going to be the result of the stream tonight. So let me just go pay that out right now. If you voted for option 1, well done to you. You picked the correct option. So there you go. But yeah, we still have one more game to go. So let's play this out with game number 15. Thank you very much, Evan. Thank you very much for that. Again, it is just a crazy, crazy ending to that game. Oh, I have a blank now. Pick Ibex. Ibex the right play here? Maybe. It scores well. Maybe you're enticing the bot to play into the triple and give yourself some floating tiles to bingo through. Like that, I've collaged. Is there anything else though? Honestly, I don't think there is, just due to lack of vowels. But yeah, I don't think there is. Pretty sad there's nothing there, apart from this. Fraught. Let me just run. Okay. Nuge. We needed a floating E for Hetere. But didn't quite get it. Maybe just, oh, maybe not. I can't do that. R-A-H. Or A-A-H, maybe? Maybe just R. It does have a W hook. There's one W left, but shouldn't be too worried about that. Oh, okay, well, a little bit unfortunate to be hit with the W, but you know, it's okay. Can't complain. So yeah, it did have the goods on that one. Okay, what are we looking for now? There's not many options available. Yeah, there's really nothing much available here. Without opening anything up for the bot, seems very ill-advised to do that at this stage. So it could just be something like Yin here for 14 points. Just let the bot do something. I don't know. It plays TI, doesn't open anything. Okay, well. What am I supposed to do here? I just put UR. That doesn't seem like a great move. I feel like the bot is close to a bingo also though. Since you just play TI, it must be strong on what it's keeping. Which is scaring me a little bit. There should be... I probably should just exchange these two tiles. We exchange UR, not play them. Unless unless I can play it somewhere that doesn't open anything up, but I can't see anything. Like even Ryu would open something. So I'm just trying to not give the bot a easy bingo play here. Okay, so it plays Fid. So it takes the O hook and the S. I don't have either one. But I do have a bingo though. So I have Attainer at the top of the board. And Tertian doesn't quite fit, so yeah, it might just be Attainer here. Just have to open up the board and just hope for the best. Yep, the bot bingos, but I have Ejector. And I don't think that I don't think that plays anywhere. But yeah, I don't think Dejector is good. Guess I can just play Joe or Eject or Reject. 68. Maybe I play the arm because it makes it a bit more difficult to hit the triple. So basically a bingo score. I keep the O, and it's actually a pretty good leave because of the spot for Fido. There's only one other O left, and the bot doesn't have, or doesn't play the O. So the R for Reject also blocks QI opportunities as well, like QI both ways. That is. So it could be another time to play Bauk, B-O-U-K. I played it earlier in the day already. So maybe that is the move here. Puts me up by a little bit. Oh man. Okay. Oh, thank you, Exotypo, for the raid. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. We're actually about to finish streaming very soon. This is actually the final game of my 15 games that we're playing tonight against the HASTYBot on woogles.io. So I think if I fish off the H, I'm pretty much gonna bingo fairly often here. I think I can draw into bingos with the E, the L, the R, the I. That's most of the tiles. The problem is that the Z left will probably just win the game. Otherwise, so could just lose to the Z. That's the problem. So there's 3 tiles though. I could just play UG, UGH. That might be better actually. Let's hope. Unsteal or Eloquence. Is this enough? 70? Oh, this might be a tie game. Oh man. Oh boy. Is that right? It'll be a 504-504 tie here. Is there no other way I can get more points? Oh man. Ooh, okay. Well, I don't see anywhere else I can go. Yeah, I think that's it. No recounts. Yeah, just like Score Scrabble, no recounts. Alright, there we go. There we go. So, I guess I have to put this on the scoreboard now. If I can scoot this over a little bit. Okay, so it's an 8.5 wins to 6.5 wins to the bot. And you guys who just raided from HASTYBOT, thank you very much for that. And you have turned up at the right time to see a 504 tie, which is perfect because I live in the 504 area code that is in New Orleans, Louisiana. So that is the 62.5 to 72.5 scoreline that we have right now. Calling my number, there you go. Exactly. According to Total Scrabble, the highest score ever was 502. Wow, there you go. Well, we just broke that. But yeah, this was a yeah, I don't think it's actually true. I think it's actually like, I think in the UK there was a tie of like 562 or something crazy like that. I can't remember where it was. But there was a, I mean, there was a record for this in the UK, like in person in a tournament. Alright, so it's a tie game. We finished with a tie game. We won 8.5 games today. We've now reduced the deficit by 2 games to just 10. 62.5 to 72.5 as we finish match day 9. Of the series of 150 games against the HASTYBOT. We've got to 135 games done now. We've got 15 more to go, and that will be played on Thursday night at the same time. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching tonight. That is pretty much it for my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have enjoyed the stream and don't already follow the channel, please go ahead and hit that follow button right now. Would be greatly appreciated. If you're watching on YouTube, then please go subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you, Evan. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for being here as well. Thank you for following too. And again, if you want to help, if you would like to help support this channel in other ways, then you can also be a subscriber. You can always sub to the channel using your Amazon Prime sub, or just using your regular money if you want. Or you can give some bits. You can do all those things on Twitch as well. All those things are obviously optional, but anything that you can do to help this channel and just getting the word of Scrabble out there on Twitch is always a good thing to my eyes. So yeah, that is about it. I'll be back again in a couple of days. We'll be rounding off this this series with match day 10, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to beat the HASTYBOT again. So that's kind of it. And again, thank you to everyone that got involved with the prediction as well, and people that got involved with the Infinity Words game at the top of the screen. I appreciate all of you doing those things. So yeah, I guess I have to go raid somebody now. Who am I gonna raid? Okay, I think I'm gonna go raid Johnny Music just because I can, and I don't have any real time to look for anyone else. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go raid him. Again, thank you all for watching. Come back in a couple of days, see how this unfolds as we move into the final 15 games of this series. Appreciate you all again. Have a good evening. Have a good couple of days until I see you again. So until then, good night, everybody. See you around soon.